What a day. What's good, man? No strings. Wednesday night. What's poppin', line?
What's good? Happy Wednesday, y'all. Welcome back. It's been a minute, but we in this bitch like we never left. Y'all know the
You did?
vibes. For
First
sure.
show of July. We on
July. And y'all know
yeah,
what the fuck goes on in July.
we on we
A
on the
real one.
second half. We on the second half of 2025 now, officially.
Yeah, for sure. This year's clocking through. It's just clocking, it's coming through, swinging, clocking hoes, and trying to get up out of here. 2025 was not here with the bullshit. It's like, let me just come through, clock a couple hoes, and I'm going to see y'all later. That's
This shit get out
2025's
quick.
vibe.
Yeah, no, it's going quick. And yeah, man, listen, if you're not subscribed to the show, we definitely appreciate you if you go ahead and subscribe. Everybody that watches, that listens, wherever it is you find your audio podcast, we definitely appreciate all the support we've been getting over the years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man, we get a lot of people that watch the show pretty regularly, but they're not subscribed. You know, you can see the stats and all that on YouTube. We appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, man. It don't cost you nothing. You just hit the subscribe and continue your regular watching habits. We definitely appreciate the support either way. You dig? A lot to get to today, man. We talk about relationships in the culture. So obviously we're gonna always have a relationship topic to get into over the course of the night. I'm not even sure if we're gonna get into birds of the week this week because we got the Diddy situation to talk about. Verdict came out today. He was facing a lot of counts. The most serious, obviously, being the racketeering, the Rico and ex trafficking by force. Found not guilty on those. He was found guilty on transportation to engage in prostitution against both Cassie and Jane Doe. So that's where it stands now. Still waiting on sentencing. Him and his lawyer team tried to get bail while they wait on sentencing for those charges. They were denied, so he is still technically he's still locked down. Let me get Torin in here real quick. Lionel, before I let you take off. Let's get Torin in. What up, Torin?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Welcome
So
home.
right now, again, Diddy is still technically locked up right now. The bail was denied, but y'all just kind of your first thoughts, Lionel, when it a verdict came out, not guilty on the, I guess we can say the more serious crimes, right? The one that holds the real time, and they got him on the transportation of prostitutes.
Honestly, no real thoughts. I have like no real thoughts. I'm like, I was just like, oh.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. There you go. Nothing to say. I mean, look,
Really, I don't know. I have no real feelings here.
I'm with you. I didn't. What say you, Torrent? Your initial reaction when the verdict came out? Diddy not guilty on the more serious crimes. They got him on transport and prostitution. Some call it the tricking law. Yeah. The Mann Act, Jack Johnson. You know what it is. But it's tricking. Yeah. Transport and prostitutes.
First thoughts was free Tory. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I still haven't even processed it. I'm still like stuck on Love Island, so it's gonna take me a bit to even get on to Diddy shit.
You still on Love Island? Wasn't Megan on Love Island? Why you want a free tour? Wasn't she on there?
No, that was just a joke. I would never. But I mean, I'm sort of surprised. But I did like kind of check out of the trial like a minute ago. So it's like, okay, he got on them 2 charges, but I just feel like the DA didn't do they due diligence. I feel like they made too much of a mockery of the case. Because I feel like he is guilty of all that shit. But now they got to figure out another way to get him.
Oh damn, Torian just want him off the streets.
No, for real, like because he is going to be a problem if he get out. Like, he finna be after some people, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of unsolved deaths.
Oh wow! Allegedly, Jesus, Tori finna get us indicted. Tori finna get. Oh, I do not support what you just said, sir.
Yes, you do. Why?
I mean, I don't know. I think obviously none of us were actually in the courtroom. We didn't see all the evidence that was presented. They didn't have cameras there, so we didn't really get to see it. We getting the transcripts. We're getting reports from people that were in there, right? But it's not us being there and seeing and getting that feeling. Like the OJ trial was different in that it was every day. You saw the whole trial. It was on TV. This wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we are getting information, but it is different. And I say that because we don't know how that stuff was landing with the jury, right? We only getting what people are reporting, so maybe they're missing something. Maybe they kind of glossing over certain stuff that to Lionel, if he was a potential juror, would have been important, or to me would have been important. That they may be, we're glossing over that. We're just going to the bigger stuff. But to your point, though, Torian, this was more about, like, I believe, from the prosecution, more about like public embarrassment, because it was a lot of talk about baby oil and whatever that man was doing with his nipples. It was a lot of talk about that, and I think a lot of people checked out. Because I think people thought it was going to be more salacious than it was in terms of the information. Are there going to be other names involved? What's going to come out? And it was just like, I think when it came out, I think it was kind of boring to people when it came out. Oh, we're just like, oh, he flying these dudes. I'm not saying, however you feel if he's guilty. I mean, I'm not talking about like, if you think that he's, did something, I'm not diminishing that. I'm just saying it was boring from the perspective of, I think people thought it was going to be more salacious. It was going to be more to it. And it was just like, oh, okay. It was just the same thing. He was calling these prostitutes and they were coming over. Oh, okay. I think people got bored on that. You know what I'm saying? As crazy as that sounds, I think people just got bored on that. You know? Mm-hmm. So we wait now to see what the judge is gonna do. What I saw what the guidelines say, well, not the guidelines say, but what the president is to this point is that first offense on this particular charge, I saw anywhere from 24 to 30 months. They typically, because it's the same charge, he got found guilty under the same charge under both Cassie and Jane Doe. Typically, they run those together because it's the same charge. And again, like I said, typically the sentence is somewhere between 24 to 30 months, which is 2 years to 2.5 years. So we'll see. He's been in there not quite a year, right? I don't think he's been in there quite almost a year.
I'm not sure when they got him. I don't remember. Was it this year? Like
a minute though,
the end of last year or the top of this year?
Maybe you might be right. You might be right. So we'll see what happens in the sentencing. But I think the maximum that I think they can give him on the charge is 10 years. So the judge could go with the max. So I mean it beats the Rico charge, which carried a life sentence, right?
Right, for sure.
But
I do feel like Torian makes a valid point. Like, when you just look at the history of these cases, and like people like high profile people that use their position and their money and their power to just get their freak offs, no pun intended. And then they go to these cases. They have these cases that are tried multiple times. Like for R. Kelly, he was tried so many times on stuff, like from the 90s to the early 2000s to up until like God knows how many people were affected. But I know someone in real life that like was affected by like a molester, and then they like took him to trial, but he somehow got off and went like back into the world, and then like had so many more victims from that point, and like now he's being tried again. But it's like, so I don't know. I don't know that justice be served half the time, but what do I know? But I've seen with my own two eyes, like, damn, same with Epstein. Like, he was tried multiple times. Like, they were taking him to court hella times and just nothing happening. But then, like, how many people do you end up, like, fucking over by making these kind of decisions? I think that's a very valid point.
Yeah, I mean, again, I can only go by what I read and what I saw reported. I didn't think the prosecution was doing a good enough job to me with the case. Mm-hmm. I was listening for the crimes, and I kept hearing, about the man's, it's some of the stuff is funny. Let me get my sister Mo in here. I see that scene. Mo jumped in the building. Shorty Mo in the building. What up, Mo? Mo eating in the bed? What the hell?
What up, y'all?
And I know you just
Um,
finished working out, and you better be eating something healthy.
I'm tired. I'm snack, but I'm snacking on some popcorn.
Okay, all
Box.
right, that's light. Is it light? Okay, so
It's
you didn't
just
put a whole
salted.
bunch of butter on there, did you?
No, it's just salted.
I knew I was becoming a little bit of a I guess people call it a big bag now. I call it just a fat ass. I knew I was becoming a bit of a fat ass when I started having like my own butter at the house for the popcorn. I was like, I'm doing a little
Damn.
too much. Yeah, I was.
Right. Yeah, it's big
I
activities
said,
for
yeah, I'm
real.
doing too much. I'm popping the popcorn, and I'm like, yeah, I got this butter for the pour. Yeah,
you
You
need to leave
doing
that
too
butter
much.
alone. Stay away from that butter.
I know. I said
Right.
I'm doing too much. I had
That's
to
only
chill.
when you go to the movies and they got that butter there.
I
That's when
know.
you do
Might
that.
as well.
Right.
Hey, that popcorn be so damn good at the movies. He putting that butter.
I saw a video of a guy who was eating it. He was like, I'm like, that's me. When I'm in the theater, yup. I'm talking handfuls.
I do
Shit.
like popcorn. Some like I'm like if I'm in the mood for it, I'm gonna fuck it up. But then there's times I'm just like, like, cause sometimes when I go to movies, I want that meal. Like, what y'all got on the menu?
That's crazy. I'm like, I feel like that's like part of the fun of going to movies for me is like, I want that tub. You know what I'm saying? I need that tub. I don't care if
That's
it's just
classic
me.
shit.
I don't care if it's just me and one other person. We get in the bucket.
Classic
Okay.
shit.
We not getting the little box. You getting
We're
the
not
big boy.
getting the no. We need that big bucket because I'm gonna take the rest home, and I'm
And a
gonna need
fat
me.
ass drink.
I do love a basic nacho too with the jalapenos.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
That that be hitting at the
I'm
movies
with
Those
you,
too.
do
Mo.
hit
That's the
too. Those
classics
do
when you go
hit.
to the movies, right? The tub, the
Yeah.
basic nachos. There you go.
A
But
meal.
now,
I know most theaters do like food for real, and I'd be like, yeah,
Mhm.
that's cool. But a sleepy girl like me, I eat a full 10-piece wing, and I'm gonna be knocked out with them reclining seats. I'm not making it through that movie.
most
That'd be my
definitely.
highlight because
Neither
I'm
do you.
so not a movie like person. The food be the thing for me, and a good old cocktail at one point.
Right, right.
Yeah, because you can go to the movies now and get a slab of ribs in that bitch.
No,
Right?
for
They be
real.
like,
A
"What you want?"
burger,
I'm
pizza. They got all kinds of shit in that in the
like, "What you
theaters.
want for real?"
They come to your seat and place your order.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, they be
Like,
in there. I'll be
damn.
like, yeah, let me get
Like,
me
can I
Nah,
have a
I
champagne too? They're like, "Yeah, I'll bring you a champagne." What is that?
I go to bed.
yeah, I was in there trying everything. Yeah, let me try your ribs and let me also try.
I'm weak.
Yeah, I was.
He just spent $82.
I know.
Bro,
Meanwhile, they
listen.
running that bitch up, running that.
Yeah, I'm in there going crazy in there trying everything. Yeah, y'all got lamb chops? That's crazy. Let me try those too.
Lamb chops is insane.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like, look, I stick to the popcorn bucket with the
yeah,
combo with the drink. You know what I'm saying? Then I give me
yeah,
a nacho. Tops $30. I'm not paying. I'm not playing around.
yeah. I'm with you. All right, we got our ladies. Everybody say what's up to Mo, and everybody say what's up to Naomi.
What
What
up,
up, y'all?
y'all?
What up, Nate? The Alchemist is in the building. Okay, so let's start with you, Mo. You just popped in. We're talking Diddy. What did you think from a woman's perspective when you heard the verdict? He was the more serious charges, as we're saying, the racketeering and the Rico and the X trafficking. He was found not guilty on, but he was found guilty on transportation to engage in prostitution. Um, you know,
So my standpoint is I'm not necessarily surprised at the verdicts because I wasn't keeping up with the entire case, but the stuff that I was seeing about it, I didn't see how it was all really tying into the charges that they were bringing against him. Like
right.
it was slight, if I dare say, it was a little bit of a weak case to
Mm,
try and bring him down on those types of charges. But the only reason that I don't like the way the outcome was is because I feel like it gives those people that space to like really water down that these people were still like victims. Like these were still victims in these situations. And there are so many people who are ready to like debate that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that kind of leaves that space for people to be like, oh, see, like it wasn't even like no, those people involved were still very much victims. And the stuff that was going on was not okay. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm just like, was it really illegal?
I mean, technically, it's illegal, right? To I mean, engage in the prostitution. It's
Well,
illegal,
yeah, that
right?
part.
But yeah, I mean, it's in everyday life. If you go, you know, I guess they shut down Bissonnette now in Houston, but you know, if you go and pick up a prostitute, you know, if you get caught, you're not gonna go to jail for years, right? You're gonna probably get booked and be out in the morning. Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hold on,
Like I said, I can't really
you on
speak.
mute, Naomi. If you talking.
Oh,
my
okay.
God. I was just talking shit. I said, how you know Bissonnette was closed down?
Bro, I got his ear to
Giving
the
the whole
street.
news to his phone.
Right.
That's what it feels right now.
Yeah, that shit moved. I ain't gonna tell y'all where it moved to. Y'all might mess that up. Anyway, but no, I'm with you though. Can I ask you this before we go to Naomi? Because not Lionel, Torian was saying this a minute ago. He was saying that like he kind of, and I think you might even allude to it. He kind of like lost interest in the case as it was going.
Yeah, I did, and it's just there was so much. I think there was obviously a lot of emphasis on the freak offs,
Yeah,
and it's just like, I mean, I don't know. That's why I said they kind of lost me. Like they lost
yeah,
me at some point where it was just like this is just so much. There's so many years
yeah.
of stuff that has gone on. Like I don't know. I honestly I was keeping up for maybe the first like week, and then I was like, all right, like I'm not really too intrigued by this anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel I guess I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't. I once the verdict was coming out, I was like, okay, like I low key forgot about this whole case going on.
All right, my alchemist sister. What up, Nay? What say you? I know Nay was like, I did that. That's what happens. They get off. Go ahead, Nay.
Well, I wasn't too much paying attention to it either. Like I probably wouldn't even known the verdict went down if you didn't text the group about it.
Oh, of course,
But
you know,
how do I mean, I don't really too much care about it. I don't think I'm too much even affected by it. I was never too tuned into the case, and kind of like what Mo said, I can feel that, you know, they didn't have a strong enough case. However, they may have been trying to prove. But like I said, I wasn't fully tapped in. But to the things I did tap into, and it kind of just showed like the very much misconduct that is happening in the industry. I think that was probably the most enlightening thing that I would say I would gain from it. Like I feel like a lot of shit was like substantiated that has like kind of been reported about how shit works and how things go and how power dynamics come into play. So for me, it was definitely kind of it kind of showed me some shit where I'm like, okay, this is kind of validated a bit in my eyes. But you know, from the beginning when he got hit with those ex trafficking charges, I was like, oh, this is very interesting, because I had only heard like those type of things associated with somebody else who is also like a big rap star billionaire. And so I was like, you know, it's interesting for Diddy. I was like, so he may have just been like a fall guy. And maybe that's why he wasn't even able to have like shit fully stick on him. But yeah, so I mean, hey, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, this was my reaction when I, you know, because I talked to Diddy after.
Okay.
After,
Here you go.
I hollered at Diddy afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Brown, are you pleased with the outcome?
Hello, God damn it. Where am I at? What video is? Look, what video is this?
Damn.
Oh, that's the wrong video. Here we go.
Brown, are you pleased with the outcome?
Absolutely. I think the American justice system is the greatest in the world. Proud to be an American. Hi, Mom.
There you go.
That's my favorite movie.
There you go.
I die later, and what happened? I die later, bitch. Yeah.
No, it was look, I mean, I think I agree. I think everybody kind of felt like as the trial went on, like the case was, it was just a weak case that they were presenting. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that they were saying, it was just like, okay, I mean,
Mhm.
They literally showed a quote unquote freak off video to the jury, and that for whatever reason didn't sway them. You'd have to ask those people on the jury why it didn't, right? But that didn't sway
Yeah.
them, right? Showing that video. So you
I think
know,
they were maybe just going more so for like the like emotional kind of tactic, like trying to pull at the strings at those type of stuff. But I needed that case to like tie everything back into like how they're talking about the racketeering, like tie that back into it. Like I didn't hear about how it all kind of like
yeah,
was connected for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I don't know. It was a
Well, like I
lot.
said on this show, the way which the way I'm not really even sure all the way what like record fucking tearing is, bitch, embezzle. But besides that, like the way it comes back and ties back, flip it back in reverse, it is the fact that he was doing a lot of this shit under Bad Boy Enterprise and under like his
Mhm.
businesses. Like a lot of the transactions being pulled from business accounts and being taken care of by business accounts. That's what I was saying in the example like 2 weeks ago. It'd be like if turns out Target was like flying bitches across the country for the CEO, like under the Target dollar, like that would be a headline, like that would be a thing for sure too. I think that's how like the racketeering come in. Is like, is this crossing paths with the business finances that like you know. But besides that, I mean, aside from all this shit, like was the case proven or not, like that's a little beyond me because I've seen this shit so many times. Like I said, I'm seeing it right now in my own two eyes in real life. Where like they say like, well, there's not enough evidence or whatever the case, and like they let the person go, and I lived that guy did so much more damage to a lot more people, and like that's real. Like, brother, oh, well, they didn't have enough. Like, I mean, you could say that all day, but like people are really being affected. People are really affected by Diddy more than I'm sure is even measurable at this point. Like, he's been Diddy, he's been Puff Daddy, he's been Love, he's been every bitch under the sun, and that's for a reason. That bitch is crazy to me. And like, I feel like the same things R. Kelly, like you bitches in the 90s were saying, oh well he's free. And like, there was a lot of damage that he was doing. And like he was able to do even more damage. And like that could have been stopped. Same with I'm sure that story happens across the board, across the world. I'm sure there's so many people that could have been stopped at some point.
Yeah.
Because clearly they're not stopping themselves. Like you gotta know a monster when you see one. Like, damn, you have the power to like, bitch, this is wrong. Like, are you gonna keep doing it? And then, that's like my only concern here is that real people be affected by the shit. Like fuck everything else. Just like pray to God, right, that he comes out and like this is a lesson and it means something. That's all you can do.
man, look, and if they get him on some actual crimes, maybe he'll go to jail. The jury saw the evidence and didn't think it was any crimes there. He clearly had some prostitutes that he was flying out. That was, I think, everybody was like, yeah, he was flying these prostitutes out. Other than that, though, for whatever reason, the jury didn't. And again, what happens in these cases is that, like, I'm sure everybody on the jury is gonna write a book. They should. If they not, everybody's supposed to write a book, get they coins off that, being on the trial, and just I'm sure they'll get some interviews as to why they were not guilty on some of those charges, and they'll explain their rationale probably in the coming weeks, months, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Be like, yeah, I got
Sometimes,
a check.
huh?
Yeah, I got a check.
Hey, I don't know, right? I don't know, but I think, see, fuck it, I'll be toxic. I think this was just a humiliation ritual. That's what I think it was. I
No,
think
and
we
it could have been, and from the beginning, I think when like we were seeing P. Diddy kind of start like getting hit with all these charges and allegations, and I was very much feeling like, there's a reason why they're singling out him, because it's like Diddy's definitely not the only one out here perpetrating this type of behavior. But I also feel like, he was kind of casted out and nobody ever spoke up for him or did shit, or like none of the people that has been fucking with Diddy for the past 20, 30 years
right.
really said anything at all. So it could be something like that. I don't know.
I
Because
know
like in the
nobody fucking knows. These people have so much money, and so they can literally go from LA to Italy in like 6 hours. Meanwhile, we still would be doing the same fucking podcast right here. Like we don't know what. So it's just like it's really even like that's why I'm like where I'm at is just like I hope that like it's just as innocent as oh he just paying for prostitutes. Okay, Like, I really do pray like that would be best case scenario, that there's not real victims here. Then you have 20 years later, and then it's like another situation where hella people's affected. That's just my one concern, because I'm actually not in a situation like that, but I'm witnessing a situation like that in real life.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I hope to God that there's just not like people really being affected, because people matter, right?
Definitely.
Especially if it's just like, yeah, whatever. At the end of the
I'm with
day, at the end of the day, you can only control like, what you can control. And I just wish love to the world. No pun intended.
All right, man. Let's move on to a more fun night now. As we got that out the way. Now he's still locked up, as I said.
Wait, has 50 Cent said anything?
50 trying to joke. 50 is trying to joke his way out of this,
Of
but
course,
but 50, your baby mom was up there testifying, my boy. Like, I hear you.
Mhm.
You can try to do all the joking you want to do, nigga. That's your baby mom that was up there getting peed on too. So yeah, whatever you want to do with your jokes. And his first baby mom is now doing interviews. She's talking crazy. So 50 might want to just relax. That's what I would tell
But you
50.
know he ain't got no chills, so that's why I said
Well, hey,
50 don't give a.
you better relax, because she, that first baby mom is starting to, I ain't never really seen her behind the mic, and she's starting to have conversations now, and yeah, he just might want to relax. But yeah, he's still with the jokes right now, though. He's still with the jokes. He called that nigga the gay. He called him what? The gay. The gay Sammy the Bull. He said that nigga got off on the Rico. He the gay Sammy the Bull. Yeah. So 50 gonna do what he do. All right, let's go, man. We got before we get to tonight's topics, I do want to talk about this whole guys/girls trip while in a relationship. What a dynamic that is, right? I can't even hang out with my boys no more. This is insane. But before we go there, though, I want to send out a PSA to everybody. In my youth, I used to run fireworks stands for New Year's, 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting a little plug in them, and I would be over like 3 or 4 different little stands. You know what I'm saying? I would go around, make my little rounds, pick up my paper. You understand me? And people, I saw a lot of people get hurt messing with fireworks. So I try to do this every year when I can remember. Y'all, don't be out there playing. Listen, I've seen people get really hurt playing with these fireworks, bro. Do not go out there and get yourself hurt this 4th of July. Please be careful. Let me just show you a cautionary tale. Lord have mercy.
Oh, bitch.
See? You see? Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Leave it alone. Just put it on the ground and light it and run away.
Damn.
Let's do that. Like,
just use it correctly as it's like follow the directions for sure. No, because I be in the hood, so I be seeing niggas lighting the fireworks with the fucking lighter. Like I be like, damn, I'm using a stick. I don't fuck with all that. I'm like,
Naomi's like, hell no.
I value my limbs and my fingers. And
I've seen so many people lose digits messing with these fireworks, bro. I promise you, they will rip your. It was a football player, Jason Pierre-Paul, great football player, won multiple Super Bowls with the Giants. Messing with fireworks one 4th of July, blew off 3 of his fingers.
Fuck.
It's like literal gunpowder, right?
Yeah, like what are y'all doing?
Bitch, you just got shot, bitch. Like,
yes, bro. Y'all be careful with these fireworks, bro. I've seen people. Oh, the worst in the hood specifically, since now we're talking about being the worst is you Negroes and Roman candles. Y'all get them Roman candles and y'all want to be shooting them at each other and I didn't see them shits go into cars and the whole car go up. It go into a car window, man. Y'all just be careful. That's all I'm telling y'all. Y'all just be careful. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all out here.
Natural selection.
I was busting this up. I'm like, let them. I mean, they gonna do it anyway.
They ain't gonna listen, Mo.
They ain't gonna listen. Everybody thinks they're the exception. They finna get blown up.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, I guess we can play this. Let's play this real quick. I think this might lead us into into tonight's topic. I feel like I saw this before, but everybody's telling me it's newer. I don't know. I feel like I saw this before though. But anyway, y'all might have seen this. She is on not Power, but I think she's on Raising Kanan. She's the character. Is it Effie? I don't know if y'all watched the show. I don't know.
No, I've been tapped into that one.
Okay, but she's at like a gathering, right? Fuck it, I ain't gonna set it up. I'm just gonna play it, and then y'all react, and we'll talk about it on the other side. Let's just go here. Let's just play this first, and we'll talk about, is anybody out of pocket? How's this going? Let's go.
Hi, you look way better in person. But you're short though. How tall are you?
I don't know why people think I'm tall.
Yeah, we think you're a little bit taller, man.
Yeah.
What's your name? Nice to meet you. My name is New.
It's what?
My name is New.
New.
Yeah. You know, just keep going, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you single?
I'm not. This is my
Well, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know?
Yeah, see, so I'm out because this Negro here is just eating his, you know, everybody was saying, oh, he's super secure. That's why he just eating his Dippin' Dots. Listen.
He cheating.
See, but I didn't even have all the context as I was scrolling past this video because I never really watched it, but I was seeing like different commentary talking about it. So I didn't know she was like an actress. So I feel like that definitely kind of changes the dynamic. And it was 30 fucking seconds, you know, like it was, you know, I don't think it was that bad, truthfully.
So a lot of rhythm in that 30 seconds. A lot of rhythm was given up. He over there eating his little Dippin' Dots, whatever the hell he eating. You know.
Well, I mean, if he's gonna have a problem with this, then they might as well break up to the point where it's like, okay, if she's gonna be an actress and she's gonna be getting recognized and talked to and like have to deal with, you know, fans or people who admire her on this level, and you can't even deal with like a 30-second conversation from a man, then yeah, you definitely would just be better off just.
Well, I need for her to deal with it better. That's what I need.
Yeah. But what did she do? She said,
let me help you.
Oh no, my fiance is right here.
Yeah, let me go through several key points on what she could have done differently. This is a tutorial for everybody. Number one, when this nigga gave you his name and you didn't hear it, who gives a fuck about his name? You don't need to lean in. What is it again? Who gives a fuck what this nigga's name is? You're never going to see him again, right? So who cares what his name is? He told you his name. You didn't catch it all. It's okay. Number one. Right? So we don't need to be doing all that. The other part, once he says, are you single? This is when you, because I feel like the dude is low-key disrespectful as well. Because what should happen from a dude's perspective is when she says, this is my fiance, the way I grew up, the bro code, the dude code, the man code would be, you say, you reach out your hand to dap that man. Oh, my bad, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of that. No disrespect. This nigga told her, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And she like, oh, yeah. What the fuck you mean if it ain't broke,
and
don't
the conversation was over. That was the end.
We don't know. The video ended. We don't know what happened. She's way too giddy.
I'm sure with her man dead ass in her face that she wasn't doing anything crazy that would cross bounds. But we know you don't even believe in, I guess respecting women's people and being able to talk. I'm like, I'm sure it's a little different in your mind.
Now look, again, as a celebrity, I understand people are gonna approach you and so like that's cool. But yeah, I don't know. The whole thing bothers me.
I think that's what can make it very much different is that she was just recognized because she's playing on a TV show and they went to go and talk to her. So could it be a different dynamic if like a nigga is just coming up and talking to you at like an outing, you're just out with your guy, and another guy comes up and
What's the difference? What's the difference?
The difference is that like the guy is probably really just coming over to talk to you because he's interested in you and wants to know you in a different way, as opposed to somebody saying like, "Hey, yo, I love that show that you're on." Like,
well, that nigga didn't say nothing about. We didn't know.
He was talking about the show from the beginning.
He said you're shorter in person. That's all he said, and then he got right to his game.
Yeah.
He went right into
acknowledge the show.
Yeah, the show was the way in.
That like, oh wow, like you look much.
No, and I feel like that was acknowledged in the show for him to even say that, because if he didn't know the show, then he just would have walked over there and just been talking.
Well,
He was
And
gonna
like I
approach
said,
either
I
way.
didn't have context that she was in a like thing.
He was gonna approach either way,
oh, he was gonna pull
Right.
up.
whether she was famous or not.
Right. Well,
And
that's the
maybe
thing. She looks good. And that's the
Right.
thing.
She's
Because
a
it's
good
like
looking woman. I'll
I
acknowledge.
know. So like, I mean, and he's clearly secure because he's not even flinching. But you know what it comes with your like. I'm like stumbling over my words, but I'm like clearly
Take your
he
time.
knows
Take your time.
he has an attractive woman. So it's like in the song Jolene, like clearly Beyonce said like I could see why you're attracted to my person, but you don't want the smoke though. And so that's just that.
Yeah.
This when you have somebody that's like affluential, potentially have like money, I'm sure that brings that same thing, or they just look the fuck good. People are gonna notice that, and people are gonna try it, you know. But it's just like up to like the y'all's two relationship. It's up to like, are you feeling like, oh shit? If he was up there like all in like the mix and trying to get in the middle, that would have definitely made him look crazy. You know, that would have made him look like, damn, you can't talk to nobody. Like, what's going on with y'all two?
No. You can't.
So, yeah. But then that is an insecurity. Like that means you can't
She's a
handle
Dippin'
a
Dots.
beautiful. You can't. But everybody can't handle a beautiful woman. Like she is extremely gorgeous. She's gonna have people talk to her for one reason or another. Whether that's just small talk or just like I want to just say hi, or like hey, I like your outfit, or hey, are you single? Hey, like people are gonna approach you when you look good. That's the bottom line. And so, but she handled it well. It's nothing. There's no foul play here. If anything, the guy's corny. I don't think that he'd ever like be able to pull any bitch at the end of the day with that kind of a game. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you look like that was all cringy and annoying as fuck. So that's the real point. But besides that, like clearly they locked in. They're at a festival having a ball.
I don't know. Mr. Dippin' Dots for me was, a little too passe for me, a little too passive for my taste.
Well,
I
you
mean,
wouldn't get nothing.
literally
Bro.
like
You would not have
right
done
Dippin'
there.
Dots. Little
He's
Dippin'.
right
I didn't even know
there.
they's even together. Mr. Dippin' Dots over here.
I thought that was your brother. Like, I don't know. Your cousin or
And
something.
exactly why you would be able to like for it to
Little
be
Dippin'
okay that
Dots, man.
somebody can come and talk to your person, especially when your person like literally turns it down, like blocks it off. What is there to even be,
Yeah, it's doing.
Yeah.
First of all,
upset about? No, because I was in a situation once where I was out and I had like stepped out, and when I stepped out, like this girl was talking to my nigga. Like she was talking to my nigga, and I had walked. I was drunk as fuck, and I walked over there. But by the time I got over there, he had already fucking cleared her ass away and like, bitch, had her move on. So I feel like when you kind of are with somebody and you are secure in that, you don't have to get upset or fully react. And at like this was 30 fucking seconds of conversation.
that's all it takes.
I mean, if your girl's not really fucking with you, if you're not really on your job, like yeah, a nigga can definitely take your bitch at 30 seconds.
So we ain't talking about me. We're talking about him, Mr. Dippin' Dots over here.
Well, he can't get his bitch taken in 30 seconds. It didn't happen. We didn't see it.
Right.
No.
But that is a real thing. It's like I know I've been out by myself, and I've been out with Tamara, and like we both have like we've both been hit on whether we're like together or not. Like that's a real thing. Like people just will still try it and be like, hey, but I mean, what do you expect? Like look at the material.
Facts.
Diddy took a sip. Like great. No, okay. Let's play one more time. I'm not a fan of the whole interaction.
Hi, you look way better in person. But you're short though. How tall are you?
I don't know why people think I'm tall.
Yeah, we think you're a little bit taller.
Okay, I don't know what type of festival this is, so I can't even comment on why he has this type of umbrella. But all right, let's just go.
We think you're a little bit taller, man. What's your name? Nice to meet you. My name is New.
It's what?
My name is New.
New.
Yeah. Just keep going, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you single?
I'm not. Just
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it,
Yeah, this old nigga.
Boy,
She said this is my.
shut up.
Don't fix it,
She said this is my fiance. That nigga could have shot a deuce or something. He just kept eating his little Dippin' Dots. I'm not a fan. Maybe it's him. I'm not a fan of. Fuck him.
He probably didn't even hear him, Roy. Like he like I don't hear.
Nah, I'm listening, nigga. You talking to my lady? I'm listening. I'm listening for any disrespect.
It is loud as
Any
fuck.
disrespect, I'm listening, nigga. Fuck out of
No,
here.
Roy.
He's got his eye
Roy,
on it. He got his
shut
eye on the
up.
situation now.
Roy,
He got his
Roy,
eye
I'm
in
gonna
the
choke Roy.
Damn, Tori.
You were
Roy
so
getting
irritated.
violent.
Do
Roy.
We got a
Naomi a
picture.
favor. Do
We got
Naomi
a
a favor,
picture.
Torian.
We got a picture
Right.
somewhere with Naomi and Mo choking me. Goddamn.
Oh my God, we need to start
Yeah.
posting that bitch more.
Right. So you
Your ass be so fucking wrong. Your ass be so fucking wrong.
He ain't
You really,
unfazed.
like,
That's
you just
whole ass
choose to be so
activity.
unnegative. I mean, I said unnegative. That's the fuck. You choose to be negative.
No,
though,
and that just shows Roy would have been phased as fuck. He would have left that day.
Yes,
He would have
nigga.
been
No, he
like,
would have walked
walked
away.
Now
out
you talking
with
to
his wife.
niggas.
Like,
He
damn,
would put his
why
Dippin'
did
Dots
this nigga
down.
come out?
So
Like,
bad.
The moment
no,
my
okay.
lady,
never make it
So
the
out.
I'ma
moment
say
she
this.
would have.
I'ma say this.
Go ahead.
Okay. Y'all can say that about that man, and this is probably the truth that he's possibly just unfazed. He's chilling. He's a nonchalant type. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the status of her having, some notoriety. People know her. First of all, the dude asked her name, so I'm like, okay. But I personally would prefer my man to be a little more chalant. Like, just the y'all a little too far spaced out for me. I don't know. I'm kind of.
That
I know
Dippin'
he
Dots
eating.
is good.
I know he eating Dippin' Dots and stuff, but damn, like I didn't even realize old dude in the back. You know what I'm saying? To think that y'all are actually together, like who you hear, what she look like she by herself. And I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think that would have been maybe that's also a thing is like when it comes to her being noticed and things like that. Maybe he's just like, I ain't trying to be all up in her mix. Like let her do her thing. Like this is her job type of thing. Okay, I can understand that. But I don't know. I don't like the cameraman for sure.
No,
I
Oh
just
yeah,
don't
he's
like.
with the bullshit.
He's corny. He's super corny. Like just what are you talking about?
Nigga trying to spit his game.
And
Spit
she's
your
being
game.
friendly. She's
Yeah,
being friendly.
man.
So that shit could turn sour in any way if they like, oh, she was a bitch. She was this, that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it could definitely turn different ways. But old dude's just corny. Like he really came up off the strength of just like, oh, I'm trying to get at her. Like that was the only intention at the end of the
So
day.
let me ask y'all, as women, what's the protocol, right? If a dude like you're at a space with your dude, say you're standing by the bar, your dude is ordering drinks, but you're just like standing to where like we can't. I don't know that you're with him because he's buying, right? He's engaging with the bartender, but you're standing, with you're facing out, right? And a guy comes up and says, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Torian," right? And sticks his hand out. Are we just shaking hands and exchanging names? How does this go?
I'll probably say what's up. Hey, what's up?
You're not giving
Wait,
him your
what?
name?
My name Naomi, I guess. Like I wouldn't just like not talk to somebody. Well, I'm supposed to say, no, I have a boyfriend. No, my
I'm just
boyfriend's
asking
right
a
here.
question.
Yeah. So I haven't been in that situation because like, yeah, I am like I very am kind of PDA. So it's like you probably gonna know that that's my nigga as opposed to like me just kind of out with somebody. But
LT said, "Now you right, Mo. Maybe staying right next to it, eating them little Dippin' Dots." Yeah, yeah. He got a whole 6 foot distance. I think he doing COVID protocol.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, but that's just me. I like to, be near my person for real. Oh Lord, don't hype him up, please.
I mean, I feel like they were close enough because I feel like that's also annoying too. And then I feel like people have this weird perception. Like, first of all, I don't want nobody all up on like I've been in a relationship for
Line up for the
3,560
crash
something.
out.
Like, no, I've just been in a relationship for 3,560 something days. It's like I don't like at no point do I need like any validation of proximity to like validate me in our relationship. Like I don't need Tamara up my ass or like so close to me. And I don't feel like I need to be on her ass, especially when we're like in a space. Like I know that she knows how to work a room. I know that I know how to work a room. I know we can work a room together. So it's like any of that can happen. It's not like I'm not gonna be tapping my foot. Like if I feel like it's like reach, I can't touch her. I can't reach and touch you. Like I don't have to see you to feel you. Like I don't have to feel you to feel you either. Like So
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
that's not
That's
necessarily
weird.
validation though. I'm
But
talking
it,
just
but no, it's
that's just
in
like a
the no in the
personality
name of no.
thing.
Listen, let me because people. This is real, and people do that. People assume stuff based on. I'm talking about like outside people, and then like also people in relationships. They be doing shit in the name of projecting to people. But all of that shit is a game that I don't sign up for. Like if I'm gonna be close to my person, it's because I'm like right now. This is what we on this right now. But at no points in my I don't have a thought that feels like okay. Like there's people around, there's guys here. Like let me just make sure I'm like at least like I don't feel like I mean, but I also don't feel threatened at any point. But unless there's something, that's the story of my life. Like where there's something tangible, then I'm on that. But like if like I'm not like playing that game in my head. But I watch Housewives of Atlanta, and there's this couple that's like the Oakleys, and I love the Oakleys. But like people think that like her husband like is just like a little too like off of her a little bit. But I feel like I love their relationship, and I feel like he definitely like loves her down. But people feel like, oh, he don't be close enough for me. Like he don't be. And I'm like, y'all know what the fuck their relationship entails. And like, love doesn't mean you need to be all up in somebody's fucking face 24/7 or every time that bitch is just looking, you need to be performing. Like, that's not how that shit goes. Like, so that concept is a real thing. And I'm like, that's crazy. But I realize people uphold it, but that's performative. Like, that's performative romance at that point. And like, I don't, subscribe.
That's why I'm saying, like, I don't think it's for, of course, the internet when people do a lot based off of things on the internet. But I think that also can be a personal preference rather than just being performative or validating. Like, it's just a preference. Like, as far as like I said, that like for me, that's why I say for me, it's a different dynamic when it comes to the person that I'm with. Like, I don't, I don't really, not to say that I don't believe in space, but I am very much the type of person, like, even if I'm just like a finger on your back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how I operate. Like I just
So you would have been standing right there while he eating his ice cream with your finger rubbing up and down his back.
maybe or just
There you
like
go,
making
Mo.
or just making eye contact, having conversation. Like it's not necessarily like I'm thinking about everybody else. Like when I'm in my with my person and that person that I'm really like I love and I'm into, like that's just how I am. Where I'm like I'm all I'm right here. Like I'm engaged and I'm like you're really the person that I'm focused on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I understand, of course, regular shit happens, and it's not to say that it. But I think that's why I said for me, that's just a different type of thing for me. Like, yeah, I'm gonna still be like, at least like turn towards this person, like, talking to them or just whatever. But I guess they're like I said, maybe it was just a space and time. Of course, like Naomi keeps saying, this is a 30-second video,
And a
so
lot
I
of
can.
people said, Mo, that they think it's cap. A lot of people said they think he may be the gay best friend because they was like, she didn't have no ring on her finger. Now, not saying that you got to have a ring to be the fiance, but a lot of people were saying this shit seemed like it that's just her go-to line with him. Maybe he's a lot of people were saying he might be the gay best friend, and if she don't want to talk to a dude, she just say that's my
You're
fiance.
saying a nigga that was in the back, like that wasn't her fiance at all.
Yeah, they were saying it like, yeah, that man ain't it really. That's just her friend, and she just say that shit for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my fiance. But it's cat. You know what I'm saying? It could be that too. It could be she just don't want to. She don't want to be bothered with this nigga with the weak ass game, and so she just let him down. Hey, that's my fiance. Move around. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's possible.
yeah. So but because the way he eating them Dippin' Dots, the whole thing is problematic for me. Them Dippin'. Listen,
Him eat
I've
this ice
had Dippin' Dots. Them
cream.
shits ain't that good. It ain't that good. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Dippin' Dots ain't that good, Naomi. Shit's alright.
But the internet need to get a grip because it be literally the ones that don't be in a relationship they just can't maintain a relationship. But I see this literally on the show I'm watching right now, and like as somebody that's in a relationship, knowing what the fuck you gotta give up and how to give it up, and just imagine doing a TV show and like especially Housewives. Clearly, he's doing that for her. But like the people be like questioning their like his love for her, and I'm like I totally see it. Like I could see clearly they love each other a lot. But like the internet, you need to watch because them hoes be the ones just sitting up, curling their toes together, just up here analyzing shit for nothing. And bitch, where's your cat? And why's your cat so far from you? Like, bitch, find your cat and go cuddle, babe.
Oh
Your
my
cat
god!
is crazy. Find your cat is crazy. Okay, I want to get right into the topic tonight. We ain't even hit an hour yet. We doing making good on time, so we can get the hell up out of here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But I do want to play this for y'all because you know me. I don't like I like for black folks to be gainfully employed. I like for us to do well out here. But if you're on your job doing foolishness, I subscribe to getting you the hell up off your job. That's just me. If you want to be you, I was down to get the girl at the airline fired, and I'm on a new protest
we
to get.
know.
Oh yeah, I'm down to get her terminated too. Now this is my new
I'm
protest.
like,
We want to
cut a couple. You could cut a corner or two.
no, we want to get her up out of here. Where's she at Lowe's? Yeah, at Lowe's, you're doing too much. We don't need to see you with your tight pants on at Lowe's. Go do something else.
What is the caption, please?
Lowe's, let's get her the fuck up out of here. Lowe's, let's get her up out of here. Come
She
on,
didn't
man. We
even
don't
do
want to
anything.
see you. No, we don't need you setting up your camera, shaking your little ass.
She
Let's
was
get you out of here.
basically just standing there.
Right, so you don't work. You don't do shit.
Yeah.
But that's what they do in that garden section. They be ready to
Nah,
check
not
their
with the
ass out.
camera
No, they
on
be
you.
ready to check out a farmer like me. They be waiting for us to finish gathering
Get
our
your ass
shit.
out of here, man.
They
A
be
day
there.
in the life.
They
You
be
didn't
there
even
when
have to
I
put that
need
caption.
them. She's fine.
I'm like, girl, just show your ass, okay?
Right.
That's all
What
you
wanna
wanted to show, Mo.
Just
That's all
show
she
it. You
wanted
ain't
to
gotta
do.
include Lowe's. Like, Lowe's ain't got a damn thing to do with that ass. Shit.
No, for real. You gonna piss Lowe's off? They gonna let you go.
No, for
Like,
real.
keep them out of it.
Not you over here jeopardizing your job and shit. Just show a little bit of ass and some tights.
Lowe's could be pissed at this one.
One more. Let me finish it up. Hold on. Here we go. She ain't done.
Oh god.
Then they got these fans out here blowing out heat.
There you go. Turn around. Let me see it. Nothing going on. Yeah, shut this shit
I'm like,
down.
where's she from? This sound like Arkansas. I'm like, where's she from?
Yeah, let's get her out of here because she doing too much.
Nah, fuck that shit. I'm 100% okay with,
No, get the hell out of here. Go sit
I'm
your
surprised
ass
that's on
down.
IG. That's giving me TikTok, but that's how they be on TikTok. They just be at work, just in
Come
the
on,
camera.
man. Go sit down somewhere. You doing 2 years. To Mo's point, she just want. Listen, those particular pants, they do show off her figure very nicely. I don't know if she just bought them. I don't understand. But if you wanted to show off the figure, mission accomplished. But she could have did that at the crib with some right. Maybe the lighting was good. That's natural lighting. Let me bring it back. Some nice natural lighting. So maybe she was excited about the lighting. I don't know, Mo.
the
But
lighting's not even that good.
okay, well there you go. The lighting sucks. So there you go. I don't know what she's doing.
Well, it's the
Let her
luxury
get
of
out of
being
here.
American.
Another
That's just the
angle.
luxury. She gets to be a little vain and get her money too. That's
Now
that's
you know
just-
I'm colorblind. So what color are the pants? I don't even know what color the pants are.
They're like a olive green.
Okay,
Mhm.
there you go. See,
Mhm.
I'm out.
Mm.
Fuck the olive.
That's
fuck
why
the
I'm
olive
also
green.
like, you got this olive green pants on with this red Lowe's vest. Girl,
Not
just wait till you go
clashing.
on break and take the vest off and show that ass. That's all I
He
need
said,
you
"Pay
to do.
attention to the ass, y'all. Look at the ass. Let's focus on the ass."
And she's twirling around like I don't know what to do. I just
She
day
said,
in the
then they got
life.
these. She said they got these fans out here blowing hot air.
Mhm. She basically just said,
No, for real.
Yeah, I can't believe
Oh,
that.
talk about a day in the life.
but I'll be
Girl,
seeing
please.
that on TikTok. Seriously, I'm like, wow, they really just on work in the camera. That's like the new age, like people. Like they
I see
work,
what
but
you
they
did
keep
there. I
TikTok
like
working.
what you did there. She needs you to write her captions, LT.
I'm
She
weak.
trying to show her low end. I see what you did.
Not using the company name to promote
Right.
your ass. They really gonna come for you.
Yeah, she doing.
You kind of ate that on me.
Yeah,
Right.
she using the low end, right? She
But
doing
see, she
too
should have just went live or something.
much.
What was
She
the
should've
point
went
of?
live.
She should have went live, because that's
Mo
really
trying to help her.
that's what people do on TikTok for sure. They be at work, they be on live, like, and people just tune in and they be like, yeah, I mean, I work here, like, this is what I do all day. I'm bored, like,
I
oh, they
know.
be reading comments and shit. Like, if that's what you're gonna do that. But a day in the life, or we could have just did no caption.
But why y'all not follow this lady that worked at Jimmy John's? and she was like the manager or something. And one of the employees, she let the employee go. The employee came back and was recording her at Jimmy John's, and she cussed the employee out, and then
Oh,
she
damn.
got fired. So now, like now, I followed her, and she was at Jimmy John's. I used to watch her at Jimmy John's all the time, just like I would randomly be seeing her doing shit. Now she don't work at Jimmy John's no more, but she's chasing her dream. She's a rapper now, and she like is
Wow.
performing in random clubs. I'm like, it's just so funny watching that story unfold.
That's
The
Well, shout
internet is
out to
very
her.
funny.
I need to
You
take
I'm
a
like,
break from TikTok.
she just need to do a little fit check
What'd you
video.
say?
That's what she needs.
So y'all need a break from TikTok, please.
I really don't be on TikTok. This is a cumulative time. Like I literally followed her like as of
Let you
last year.
see.
Mhm.
It's just the culture, the TikTok culture.
But really, like TikTok it's pretty informative.
It is.
Yeah.
But
All
honestly,
right,
it's kind of depressing nowadays.
You need
let's
to
go.
reset your echo,
Yeah.
your
Me?
echo chamber.
hmm
Oh, I think I'm echoing.
I need
Damn.
the funny stuff. But go
Yeah.
ahead, Roy. I know we
No,
moving on.
I was
to
gonna say
this.
let's get to the topic tonight. I want to talk about this because I'm very
Let's
intrigued.
get to it.
Because I'm a man of a certain age. I'm a 42-year-old man, so I got a set of friends that I've been friends with since the 90s. Goddamn me, right? We go back
Mhm.
literally to the sandbox,
Mhm.
and we kick it. So let's talk about this whole phenomenon because people are always have mixed feelings about um, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they're going on a guys or a girls trip, right, with their friends. That some people feel like it can get tricky, right? It can get tricky. That I guess maybe where you're going, like where are you actually going to? How long are you gonna be there? Like I don't know. Like it can just get. I've seen a lot of people with mixed views. Obviously, you got the crowd that says if you feel any type of way, then you probably shouldn't be with that person because you don't trust them. I don't know what Torian got going on, but that nigga must got some new shit going on in his life. That nigga been smiling all show on mute, so I don't know.
Right. He ain't. Tori ain't never been this quiet.
This
What's
nigga
going
been-
on, Tori?
yeah, this nigga
Right.
been all
Text me about it. I'm like, text me about it right now.
yeah. He got a new something.
Send it
just
to the
a
no
little-
strings chat because we all want to know.
Nah, it's just me recapping my weekend.
What happened? What happened this week? Oh, we might want to. Okay, you got a little. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
No, I just have fun. I finally went
Nigga having
outside.
flashbacks.
Right.
So,
I'm like on Wednesday evening, like it's already the weekend been over.
Right. Yeah, the weekend was a long time ago.
well,
Yeah, not you reminiscing.
listen, Linda, listen. My best friend just texted me, asked me to send her a video from this weekend. I was just rewatching, like, wow, I was really like fucked up, like drunk, like having so much fun, and it's just been like, wow. I literally have not been outside since like December.
Mm-hmm. It has to be.
I was thinking about that. It was like your first time out this past weekend because I
Yeah.
still ain't even hit Houston out. I went to San Antonio. I was out in San Antonio the other weekend, but
Oh wow!
yeah, and that was like my first time out. And
Look at we're growing up.
So you got out touring, you ain't know how to act, is what you're saying. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I didn't.
You ain't know how to act.
Or I was just acting how I be acting when I'm having fun.
I runs wild. There you go.
Right.
Making up for
That's
lost
right.
time.
I runs wild. Yeah.
Living true to the name.
The streets missed you, Tori.
Like, wow, I'm like, they can't call me because what I got on. They're like, hey, bro, come here. Like,
They
what's
trying
this?
to pull up? Okay.
No, I'm
What
like,
do you have on, Tori? Okay, let's
it was crazy. I was at this place and this DJ like cat calling me. I'm like, nigga, you supposed to be DJ. Like, what you want with me? Like, leave me alone.
Oh, big.
And
Nah,
then
you feel good. You feel good, Tori. You like, I'm back
Right.
outside. The DJ calling me. I'm him.
right. I'm like, oh my God, you miss me. Like, damn. Let me
It's main character energy.
You know how you was feeling. All right, let's go though. Let's talk about these trips though, which is your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your main friend, whoever they is, going on trips with they homeboys, homegirls. You dig? Any apprehension whatsoever, or is it just if you go have a great time? Let me start with Lionel. I know what Lionel's answer is. let's go, Lionel.
Y'all know I'm not the police. I don't police.
There you go. See, there we go. Have a good time, right?
Like when did bitches grow up to become like have another like I'm daddy, but not like that.
Oh shit. Okay. That's a bar. That's a bar, nigga. Bars. There you go. See? Yeah. So Lionel over there eating his Dippin' Dots, not me. Let's go.
Yeah,
Right.
you know about it.
Not
He
eating no
said,
Dippin'
not me. He didn't threw his shit on the ground.
Roy
And he
Dippin'
hopped
Dots
on
is
the
melted,
bike.
like balled up. Oh.
I'm about to drive 30 I'm about to drive 30 hours just to whip the nigga ass like Matt Barnes, okay?
Like, damn.
What say you, Torian, since you back outside? Like, if your significant other is like, yo, I'm finna go on a trip with my peoples, you just like, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, especially if we're in a good place, I'm not worried at all. Now, if we weren't in a good place, then I'm like, hold on, because I know this nigga friends gonna be like, just talk to this person, because that's how I be with my bitch. Like, her nigga ain't shit.
You ain't shit, Torian. Ain't that a bitch?
I'm like, bitch, he ain't gonna know. What he gonna know?
Please don't go out with your friends.
Yeah. Because I'm definitely gonna be like, bitch, we here. Let's have some fun. What stays in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens around me stays around me. Yeah, so I mean, if y'all going through problems with y'all girl that we going on a trip, then bitch, you better be worried, because I'm gonna be.
Oh my goodness, Torian.
Damn, Torian.
Torian encouraging to do it.
What? They're supporting y'all now. Like,
I'm gonna be one to go out, and my niggas gonna send this clip from the video. Like, your ass is not going out of town with Torian. No, ma'am.
That's the one friend off limit. You can't go on no trips.
That's because it's only if y'all in a bad place. It ain't if y'all in a good place.
No, if we're in a bad place, I need support through that, not you.
Your support is do what you want to do. Like, I'm not gonna be like, bitch, go talk to that nigga.
What type of support is that? Do what you want to do. What is that?
That's what you want. If you want to stay committed to your nigga, then I'm gonna be like, no, what are you doing? But if you like, man, fuck him, like, I'm out.
So you going to encourage them.
I'm like, okay, what's gonna do you? Like, this nigga here, like,
you basically saying whatever you with, I'm with.
Right. That's what it is. It's whatever you with. Like, I'm not just gonna be encouraging you if you don't want that. If I know who you are as my friend, like, if I know like you gonna be hurt the next day over this nigga if you did do something, I'm like, girl, no, because your feelings gonna be fucking. You gonna be upset and regretting the shit tomorrow. Like, don't let me do that shit. But if I know if you somebody real like me, no, I'm just kidding.
But if I know if you a stone cold hoe who don't got no feelings, who you?
Like, yeah, like, we finna have some fun. Niggas do that shit all the time. You don't know what he did.
That's great. Let's go, Mo. Since Naomi left, she put you on the spot. Let's go, Mo. So let's say your dude hit you up and say, me and the fellas, we going to, I don't know, what's the spot? Because I think Naomi put in the group chat, like, out of the country. So what's the spot out of the country? Like,
upstairs by the bed.
Definitely out of the country, and thinking like it's gonna be at least 4 nights.
Okay, so out of the country for 4. Give me a locale though.
Let's just say where they be hidden in Mexico, where they be going to Mexico. Yeah, boom. Let's just say some like Tulum, or maybe DR. Maybe they going to Dominican.
Oh, let's go DR. Let's go with the DR, right? Your dude hit you up. I'm going to the DR with my partners for 4 days.
Half of them single, half of them in relationships. It could be equal. Like, okay.
Ironically, I'm so much like more calm when I'm traveling. Like, I'm a more lit, wild person when I'm just like at my home base. When I'm
a domestic turn up.
I have so much more. I have more sense when I'm like traveling. I'm like, okay, have a grip for real. Have some couth. But when I'm home, I kind of be like, oh, I'm home. I'll be like kicking my feet up for real.
Hilarious. What you doing, Mo? What's your initial feeling when he hit you with that?
It would honestly come down to, well, I would hope that I would trust my man, because if I trust my man, then I'm gonna be like, okay. But I will have to say this, okay? Because in a previous relationship, my man had a cousin who was like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that that was the dynamic. Like, I didn't think that my man would like do anything, and I trusted him. But he also had that one cousin that he would always be around, who was putting him in situations.
Cousin Torian, go
that
ahead.
I didn't like, because out of respect, of your cousin and like his relationship. Now, now let's say like for example, like if I'm going on a trip with Bree, you know what I'm saying, and she's booed up and I'm not. We're on a girls trip together. That's what's up. Cool, cool, cool. But I'm personally not gonna put her in a like purposely put her in a situation where it's like, oh, we paired up with these men. Like, I got a friend for him, da da da. Because
Like no two mans.
and yeah, like I understand my friend's situation. So like, I'm not gonna like force that on her. I'm gonna do me. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do me. Okay, I'm gonna still do what I
You
want to
just do
do.
you. I'ma do
Literally.
me.
No,
But
that's
like,
not safe, Mo. We gotta stick together. We're in
are
another.
we gonna stick together? We gonna stick together.
Exactly. So that's why we need the 3-man. I'm like, we need the
The
3-man.
3-man. Oh, okay. There
No,
you go.
look, because yeah, I be traveling. I like my groups of 3s.
You like just show up. Just show
No,
up.
and see, that's why I can kind of go back and forth when I look at the situation. And I think, yeah, it really would come down to your partner, and maybe you have to know yourself.
I just think that like, because also there's nothing wrong with like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with the person who is in a relationship to be friendly. Like, let's say that there
Right.
is a situation where there is two people, your friend who's single is talking to them, and that other person strikes up a conversation. Like, it can still be a respectful conversation,
Mhm.
it can still be friendly, but like I would still expect my partner to still set that boundary if it were necessary. So that's why I say it's gonna really come down to the trust. I don't like my man to be surrounded by people who are gonna like disrespect me and our relationship. I don't like it. But at the end of the day, it's gonna always come down to me trusting my person. Like, whether I don't care for your cousin or not, I trust you. So like, I know you got common sense. I know that's your family or that's your people. Like, I know you want to hang out with them and whatever. I'm not gonna really trip on that because I trust you. Now, if I didn't trust him, that's a whole different story. But we wouldn't be together in the
That
first
would be.
place.
I could see how that would be stressful. You'll be thinking any second this shit could be going down.
Right. So that's what I'm
Like
like.
panicking. You can't even sleep. You like,
Yeah, because like I feel like it's possible because I feel like I could be that way. Like,
for
if
sure.
I'm in a relationship and my homegirl's single and we on a trip, like I'm gonna hype up the activities she got going on, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna still respect my relationship
Right. And
and
that's
set those
possible.
boundaries at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
trip or not, like it doesn't just go out the window because I'm not home.
Right.
You
You're
know what
not
I'm
a
saying?
granny and you're not a granny ass hoe either. So you don't gotta just
Right. Like,
be
we gonna
with your
turn up for
right.
sure. But and that's the thing too, is that like
Respectfully.
I feel like sometimes there's just that initial reaction that people have, like, because of course you're gonna be maybe in the clubs, you're gonna be drinking. People be like, oh, whenever you drunk, da, da, da. Like, that comes down to, again, I feel like not trusting your person, and that person maybe just really not fucking with you for real. Because I'm in a relationship, I could get drunk off my ass. I literally would be like, could be blacked out drunk and still curving men. Like, I don't know. That's not on my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think that that's something that people should like hone in. So if you feel that way about your partner, where like, oh, I don't like them getting drunk because they may fuck around on me. Okay, well, they're
I'm
gonna
like
fuck around on you sober too. So I
sober.
don't know.
Sober down. You
You
know
know what
they
I'm
say
saying?
where there's smoke, there's fire.
Okay, so that's why I'm like, that's my. I guess I don't know if that makes sense
But it
though.
sounds like though,
It's
Mo,
not
you
even
were
here.
saying it's
No,
more,
you made sense.
like it's more the friends maybe to you though, like
That's what I'm
who
saying.
all
I
going with it.
now if I know you got friends that like don't respect our relationship, I'm gonna voice it. Like, I'll
Friends, go
still
ahead.
voice it. I'll still like, express that. But at the end of the day, if I trust my partner, like, that friend being there or not, like, I'm not gonna just expect that, oh, they're gonna persuade you. You know what I'm saying? No, because I trust you. Like, I know you as a person, and I know that even if they did put you in that situation, you know how to navigate it. But I can still express that I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna stop me from letting you live your
So
life.
let me ask you.
If
So
that
let me
makes
ask you
sense.
because in this example we're talking about your man's going to the DR, right? So in your brain, like what are you expecting that he's probably gonna do in the DR?
Oh, he gonna be turning up on the beach, drinking, in the clubs, drinking, like, because that's what I would be doing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like, that's having a good time. It's having fun, and that's why I think that like a lot of people associate that kind of behavior with just like promiscuity. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh, I'm
Right,
just
right, right,
whatever. You
right.
know what I'm saying? And that's not always the case. Like, there are people who really like can have a good time and and still like be loyal to people, but people don't think that. Like people, there's a lot of like debate out there where it's like, nah, like you can't, whatever, whatever. And I, like I said before, like I feel like if you can't trust your person, like drunk and turn and things like that, to like not do some crazy shit, then like I said, I can't believe that they wouldn't do that sober either. Like that's already on their
I
heart to
don't
do.
know because alcohol literally inhibits like your the functioning to make the best decisions. Because I will definitely say I have been drunk enough to a point one time where I was, I was kind of looking at it, but I definitely have had my cheating ways. I'm definitely not the person that's like, I'm never cheating and I could never do some shit like that because I definitely could. And maybe that could shape the way that I was view my person going on vacation. And especially like the way, that I do go on vacation sometimes when I'm single. Cause it's like I love to find a new boo in a out of state. And it's nice to see fine niggas elsewhere and get to know them. There's still some DR shit. I love me a nigga with an accent too. I love me a nigga with an accent too. And
Oh,
so
you be
also it
outside.
is coming to friends. Look, I be outside and I'll definitely kick it with the locals. And I feel like if we're talking about some days or I guess I know how vacations can really go. And I think it definitely would have to come down to your partner and kind of what Tori has said, like when he was talking about if y'all not on no good shit, like if I am like totally locked in, like in love, committed, we're good. Like I trust you, you trust me, then it would be a different story. But yeah, it could be some fucked up shit, maybe consciously and unconsciously going on that could definitely make things occur.
Don't
And then
So
start a fight before you
and
go to
then
sleep,
and
you
then
know.
also kind of was good too. It's like sometimes you would never even really know, right? Even if some shit, if it is happened to that degree where it's like so far away and so you don't know what the fuck.
so so
Okay,
so so grinding on some asses at the club in the DR. That's like you expecting that. Like you're okay. I'm expecting him to grind on some ass in the club.
that he would dance with somebody, I wouldn't
Yeah.
even want to be thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
But
You
I
want to
was
just
in a
live the night.
relationship in Puerto Rico and I definitely threw some ass and like so I feel like it was okay. I'm like, but I didn't go no further. I
Right.
didn't go no.
Yeah.
I stayed faithful when I went to Puerto Rico. I was
There
like,
you go.
hey, look at me for no fucking reason. I
Oh,
stayed there for no fucking reason.
Oh, damn. You got
No,
some
but
regrets. Living with regrets.
nah, nah,
Right?
JK.
You should listen to Torian when you was there.
No, I should have listened. I should have heeded.
See?
Y'all are crazy as hell.
We real as hell.
Y'all
Y'all
crazy as hell.
No, that's how it be.
I'm
What
talking
time?
about, okay, so I guess I'm thinking of this whole scenario of like me and my person is locked in. Cause I understand that
Mhm.
there's times whenever, you might be going to trip and yo person is like tripping, y'all going through some shit, whatever. I don't know, but I'm thinking of it in the terms of like we're locked in. Like we're locked in.
Yes.
That's my man. Like I'm
Right.
not like vacation or not, I'm not doing shit to like jeopardize that, whether they know or not. Because like I guess that's just for me, like, and I've talked about this on the show before where I say when it comes to having that like that partnership with someone, like that is so it comes to a level of like it being like sacred to me where it's like I wouldn't want to taint that in any way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really like a bond that I have and I don't want to like damage it
yeah.
whether my person knows it or not. Like I'm gonna know it and that's gonna damage my own view on like myself with this person, like because I don't know, there's just something I guess I start to feel like bad to even think about, like if I'm really in love and I love my man, like I don't know, I wouldn't ever want to do anything intentionally to like potentially hurt them, hurt us, hurt
Yeah,
myself in that way, but
validation.
like that's just how I think of it. Like a relationship really be like sacred to me at this point in life where it's like, yeah, no, I'm not letting those shit. No, it ain't there ain't a man fine enough or a situation like if I'm locked in with my man, there's nothing that's gonna like. But I've been in that situation where I'm so into like my person and I'm really in love with them, they're the only person I'm really seeing. So I could be in places with my homegirl and like, yeah, there's attractive people everywhere, there's attractive men everywhere, you know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, they're not my man. So it's like
Right.
that doesn't sway me. It's not like a temptation. Like I've actually been in on that level of like loving someone where there's not a temptation there, if that makes sense. And
Mhm.
maybe it was like, obviously that wasn't a super long relationship. It was maybe give or take 3.5, 4 years, which I
I
think
mean,
is a still good
that's a
amount
long
of
relationship.
time.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
But like I feel like for me, as time goes on and I'm like really with that person, like it only gets more intense for me. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I've been on that level of where like I really shut my mind off to all of that extra shit. Like there's something else. Even if I'm mad at my person, even if we're going through some shit, I'll still be like, you know what? I know we're going through some shit, but like at the end of the day, like that's still the person that I'm choosing. So I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, because there are people, some people will like have those times where it's like, oh, well, I don't give a fuck, like I don't care, like da da da. I don't get to that level like that anymore unless I'm ready to go. Like unless I'm ready to walk away, I'll get to that level of like I don't even care anymore, like because I'm finna end this shit soon. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's already over. But if I know that like we're trying to work through things and I really want to work through things, I'm not even gonna like I've always learned, and I think because I have had those times in my younger years of like acting out on those feelings,
Yeah.
it's never rewarding. It never feels good. It never like pays to like act on those shits. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't change anything. So I think that's where my mind always goes, where I'm just like, I can go and do it all this extra shit, but it's not going to change the fact that we're still going through this right now, and I need to figure this out, and I need to work through this, like,
That
and
is
I
some
want to
real
stay
shit.
here, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
making
but that's
sense.
a lot of thinking. So, and I'm just feeling like when you're fucked up, you're not doing all that thinking. And maybe it could be ingrained where it's like, no matter what, like
Mhm.
whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, I will say my decision faculties are definitely impaired when I be fucked up. But it's different. Like the man that I'm in love with now, it is a different type of thing. But then I will say, like, I've still had situations where I've met like other men, and it's like, damn, it's been a vibe. And it's like
Mhm.
I stay faithful, but it's like, damn,
Mhm.
lucky, I wish I could have kissed that nigga though. Like,
But I
lucky,
feel like also for you, Nate, it's a
Kissing
different
is
thing.
crazy.
It's a different thing if you add like
I keep
distance.
thinking of songs with everything. There's a song for that.
like I got exactly the song.
I feel like it would be a different thing too if like you add distance. Like let's say
Yeah.
we're not
Mhm.
together all the
True.
time. We're a long distance couple. I can't speak on that because I
True.
haven't done that situation in some time. You know what I'm saying? Like so yeah, that's a different dynamic. So
That
Let me
that's
is.
something
call.
I can't really
Let
speak
me.
on.
I got the goddamn
But
popcorn
I
about you.
think that
You
will
went and got some
always
popcorn, Roy.
Yeah, I knew you
right.
was
Wait, but I just
No, no.
well
Look at your
to
power,
Mo's
Monique.
point, Mo, like I had like my whole thing was like I'm riding whatever
your
my
whole
friend wants.
thing. Go
I
ahead. Your
know,
whole thing. Go ahead.
Right.
but if I know you, Mo, that's how you move, then I would never
Hold on.
encourage
Whoa,
you.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. When you say how you move as a whole, is that what you're saying?
No,
You
I'm
got
just
some
saying,
whole
however
ways?
if she
No.
if she makes herself committed to her relationships at all times, no matter
Okay,
what the
got
fuck,
you. Got
then I'm gonna respect that, and I'm never going to encourage her to do otherwise because I know that she's gonna regret that otherwise, But like, and then I think another part will play if I like him, nigga, or not. Like, if I like him, then I'm never going to encourage you like to like go do some dumb shit, Like,
Mhm.
he's a good man, Savannah. Why would you want to do this? Like,
Right.
like no,
You're
don't
like,
do
well,
this.
her nigga guy ain't even shit. Like that.
But
But
Troy
He
really
like
used to
fuck
For
with
wait
real,
for
him.
girl, he
relationship
kind of
like
deserve
this.
it.
right,
He
Right.
kind of deserve
I
it.
already 3 times, and it's like I'm like, bitch, he go do you, like. But if he a good man, like he been doing his shit, like I'm never gonna be like, I'm like, you sure you want to? I'm gonna be like, are you
Yeah.
sure? Like, do not fuck up something good, girl. Like,
you sure? Fuck it. You know we
so
got your back like chiropractic. Go ahead. I'm
I'm
sorry.
for what you want, but I'm also has my own mind and my own like things that I'm like, okay, my morals come into place. I do have morals, despite
Okay. I
thinking.
didn't know you
Look,
had morals.
I do have morals, so like I do have something that
I'm just
I
kidding.
upheld and I, stand to.
And I think
Yeah.
some
Here's the
some people
But
are
problem.
like
if
really
you
Here's
say
the
I'm
crazy.
for
problem
my
that like none of y'all are addressing.
I'm for my
Come on,
friend.
Roy.
Now, here's the problem none of y'all are addressing. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. God damn it. Here's the problem.
Are you calling me an elephant? You racist.
What?
Hilarious,
Where's the
my
elephant?
boy. Hilarious. If you got a bunch of hoe friends,
I'm
see,
not a
that's
hoe
that-
though. I'm not a hoe. So I'm not just no. Don't
My
be.
friends
No,
are all
here's what I'm saying,
retired
though.
hoes.
No,
All my
I think
friends are
things are.
retired hoes.
Never had a hoe phase in my life.
I'm just saying, like, because here's the problem that be
Once upon
happening,
a
right?
time, I
Is
was
that
a
like
hoe.
you got your lady now, right? Y'all been locked in for a couple of years, but now y'all pillow talking about kind of we know how this shit go. Y'all kind of pillow talking about maybe different stuff that like happened. Man, you wouldn't believe, goddamn, Sally, that motherfucker crazy. She da 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 da, right? So now it's been some pillow talk over the years now, and all of a sudden, all these hoes that you've been pillow talking about want to do a girls trip. Hold on, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Like they whole background is. I said this about I was on a sports podcast maybe a month ago, and we were talking about some of these women, and I said this: look, once somebody got that whole spirit on them, it's hard to get that whole spirit off of them. You got to do a whole seance. It's some shit that you got to do. If somebody just got a whole spirit on them, you can keep them away from it for a while. You can do your best. But once they get out there, if that whole spirit is on them, it's just on them. And especially if they got a bunch of whole friends. See, that's the problem. See, because y'all were kind of like pussyfooting around the topic. A lot of people, not all, but a lot of people just will go along with what's happening at the time. Because y'all were talking about, hey, man, I know I'm locked in, I'm good. But some people, they can be locked in, but you know what they'll say? Hey, man, this is what's going on. Fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and do what's going on. I'm still locked in, but I'm just going to go ahead and vibe with what's the vibe right now. Some people are very easily influenced. Now, what I would tell you is to probably not date that person because they're not ready to be in a serious relationship. But some of those people can do that. I don't know these people, but some people can go do that stuff, come right back to the relationship and pick it right up and like it's no big deal. And you'll never know and everything is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's for me, I'm just speaking for me as a man, right? If my lady's telling me, my first question, I'm black, so the first black question, if anybody asks you about going someplace, anything, who all going, right? That's the first black people question. Who all gonna be there? Who all going? If you start telling me a bunch of chicks that you didn't told me was hoes, I'm gonna be a little skeptical of this thing. Because now, to Mo's point she was making earlier, it's not that I don't trust you, but they're gonna put you in such fucked up situations. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but the way I'm gonna conceptualize it is they're gonna put you in fucked up situations. Now, like Naomi said, I'm gonna use most part on that. Now I'm going to Naomi. Now you in fucked up situations. You've been drinking, so now your inhibitions is out the window. So you might go with some bullshit. I don't know. I would hope that
Release
you
your
would.
inhibitions.
Not bullshit. Just a little fun. Just a little fun shit.
You might suck a little dick. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Oh my God.
That's
No.
crazy.
You know, we don't
What you
condone
gonna do? Right?
we don't condone sucking dick when cheating. Okay.
I don't know what you gonna do out here.
And you know what's crazy is that
That's
I'm glad that
damn
you brought this up, Roy, because I feel like at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to again you knowing your partner, you trusting your partner. Because if you're with an impressionable ass bitch, like someone who's just gonna follow the crowd,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of
then
need
I
to know
mean
that.
that's on you, Bookie. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I actually had those conversations in my previous relationship where it was like, oh, you just go like I feel like they're turning you into this person. I'm like, how is that when I'm a grown ass woman and can make decisions on my own? Like,
Mm.
not everybody's just so impressionable to the fact where it's like, and I feel like that's something that a lot of men do. A lot of men will do is that they don't want to admit to themselves the type of person that they're really with. Like, it always
Mm.
has to be you're doing this because your friends this and your friends that. They're turning you into no, that's actually who that person is. So like
Right.
if I'm having an argument about, oh, you wanna go outside, I like to be outside. I have times where I like to be inside. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I like to go out and have a good time with my friends. But it was always a conversation like, oh, your friend, she's forcing you to do this. She's forced she like I'm being forced to do it. But no,
Right.
this is actually something I enjoy doing. So it's like that's why I'm down to go and like, just kick it and do shit with my friend because this is how I spend time with my friend.
You gotta clock
Now,
all controlling shit immediately. Any second that you
so
smell some controlling shit, you gotta clock that. Cause otherwise they will control you.
yeah.
Like seriously, the second that I sense some controlling shit going on, I get to the bottom of that. Cause like I said, I went all these years to become an adult and be raised by phenomenal parents and a great family, not to then be policed by nobody, not even the police, honestly.
Yeah.
So like,
And I mean, if
that
you know
that's
your
crazy.
partner is like one of those people where it's like, oh, I've done some shit that I ain't want to do because okay, then that's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then that's something you need to address with that, or maybe just not even pick people that like that. But as somebody, like I said, personally for me, someone who makes decisions on my own and uses discernment, like I think logically, and I'm obviously an overthinker when it comes down to it. So to like sit and make it seem like, oh, well, you just regardless of what other people do, I'm gonna let people do what they want to do. But at
And
the end
then
of the
make a
day, it's like,
decision based on that, because that's the thing, because you can't control nobody. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna
yeah,
spaz out, or you can just push people away. But like if they want to go to Turks and they want a little jerk and Turk and twerk and jerks, then that's what in Turks that's what we're gonna get. Like if
because
they
then
But
want
how
but
about
that, if they
also
need that, they're gonna get that. Like if that's
but
what
with
how
they
about
friends
need,
this
they're gonna
though?
get
groups,
that.
But
And
with
then
but
you
friends
but
have
groups
to,
though, I
then
want
you
to make this
take
one
the
last
necessary
point.
go ahead,
actions.
go ahead. I'm sorry, Mo.
With friends groups, especially like women's groups, there is always the different types of friends, I feel like,
Mhm.
in a friends group as well. Because we even have like one in our friends group who will be in the mix, but ain't on no crazy shit because that's just her personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there is also that type of energy where it's like just because they hang out with different types of people doesn't mean that influences them or changes who they are. Like they just get along with people to that level, and so that's like they can still be who they are around those people, and those people respect that about them. Like,
But how about this though? Let me go full toxic. Naomi rolling the fuck up. Damn. Okay. That nigga going in. Okay, but let me go. Let me go here
Find
because
a
here's my belief
shit.
laugh.
about those type of
They
people
getting it
though.
in over there.
Yeah,
Right,
they
like
get
it's
That brown
snitch.
video.
He a snitch.
it.
Right, he the feds. Damn.
Right.
Let's
Like
roll up a little tobacco.
He one of the people who be like, it smell like weed. You was smoking weed. Damn.
Loud as fuck.
Like, can you
Like,
please shut the
damn,
fuck
nigga,
up?
chill.
Like, excuse me.
Hey,
Are
I'm gonna
you a
tell you.
cop?
I'm gonna tell you. I was at a hotel on Sunday, and me and my best friend and a young fella rolled up on us. He was in his 20s. He was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Y'all good?" We was like, "What up, da 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 da." He was like, "Hey, man, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but y'all know where the weed at?" I was like, "Sir, excuse me, we don't do drugs, sir. Me and my friend, we don't do drugs." He was sad as fuck. That nigga was sad. That's
Sad
exactly how I said.
ass
We
nigga.
don't
Like,
do
nigga,
drugs,
let's
His
sir.
radar
go.
is fucked up. His
We
radar is
don't do
fucked up.
drugs, sir.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure why he approached you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
well, he
radar
thought it
is
was.
He
I
one of
had the
those.
hair going. He
just
thought it was
He
a
was
dead.
YN.
That
one
bit,
of those
Look,
Out
people.
of
he thought I was
sorts,
a
at a
YN.
loss.
He
that
was
Like
bitch
one
he
of
was
those
lost
He
people
desperate.
thought
and
I
who
was a
asking
YN.
anybody.
I
That
can
bitch
He
tell
was
you
said, "Oh, he
exactly
said,
the
desperate.
oh, he
type.
a YN. He with the shits." I was
I
like,
can
"No,
tell
sir."
you. I can tell you exactly the type of person that is because he approached y'all on that type of time. That man smokes cigarettes and only smokes weed when other people got weed. Okay, that's
That's
them. That's
horrible.
them kind of people. When they see other people smoking, that's the only time they be smoking weed. They don't be rolling up on their own doing shit. You be smoking cigarettes and
He was
shit
like,
like
"Hey,
that.
brother, y'all know where y'all from around here? Y'all know where the weed at?" I was like,
Look,
"Sir, we
And,
don't
see,
do
and
drugs,
this was
sir."
in San Antonio.
No, I was actually in the H. Shout out to that.
I
I
was
was in
like,
the H.
nigga, all you gotta do is go to a corner store, bro.
Yeah, I could have told him, but
I'm
I
like, and
didn't.
that's why I love
He
Houston.
was from out
San
of town.
Antonio is a whole nother thing.
He
Like
was the
you just
Louisiana
don't
dude.
know.
Shout out to him though if he watch it. I gave him the information on. Shout out to him if he tuned in. He a real one. He was a. We ended up. I ended up buying him some shots. He bought some shots. You know what I'm saying? For me, we ended up kicking it for the. He was a good dude. But I still didn't tell the nigga what the weed was. But anyway,
It's crazy.
um,
Like, I just look outside.
but anyway, here's what I'm saying though, because y'all are talking about. See, here's the problem: is y'all have people in your friend group who do bullshit on their person, right? And here's what I know about those people. It's an old saying, y'all know the saying, misery loves company, right? And so because they do bullshit, I promise y'all, I'm not saying you got to be easily influenced. I'm not saying none of that. But I'm just saying they will continually put you in positions to where shit can get fucked up. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think, depending on how locked in you are with your partner, y'all got to have a to Lionel's point on this. I never want to tell my wife who she can and can't be friends with. But sometimes I think it's some shit that where like maybe you got to hold the mirror up and say, yo, is this person really after your best interest, right? Like after everything you've told me about this person, is this person really, you know what I'm saying, for you? Because I know people, my wife knows people who do a lot of bullshit on their person, right? Behind their back. And now how the fuck can I be in if I know that Naomi's out here running around on her dude, and now all of a sudden we do a no strings function and her dude is chopping it up with me, we dapping it up. I feel weird now. I feel weird. You put me in a fucked up position now. Because I know what you out here doing on the side, but like now you presenting like you just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's wild energy is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is awkward for sure, but it's just not my business.
I mean, I'm with you.
That's, like, it would depend. That's when it would depend, like, whose friend are you really? Like, okay,
right.
Where are your loyalties at?
Because what am I gonna do?
No,
Like, you would never believe.
But then that's also why nobody would ever even know when I'm cheating. Period. Like you don't even gotta be in that situation, partner.
There you go. Keep that shit on the low, sir. There you go.
Well, homegirls, hoe. See, and like maybe girls look with my Scorpio ass, I don't be telling too much shit. Like I'm very much I plead the fifth. Like I'm not gonna put myself in any jeopardy by just trying to share some gossip or try to talk some shit. Like, no, I'm definitely already thinking the blowback that this could have on me. Like I don't need any things that can come from it. But I think there still is something to that. Like birds of a feather can flock together. But I wouldn't necessarily say that I have any friends that I would say are hoes. Like for real, I don't really got nobody.
Who are all your friends? I'm playing. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say that either, especially not in relationships. Like my friends that are like just single are single, so like they get to do what they want to do.
Okay, so let me ask you that question, because this is a part of the part. If your partner's going out of town, let's just say they're the only person in the relationship, everybody else is single. Does that change how you feel about the trip? Or you still like, I trust my person?
But I trust my person here, there, anyway.
What up? Tiara's in the building.
Word to Dr. Seuss.
What up, Tiara? Why are you up this late? I'm confused, Tiara. Why are you supposed to be asleep? Jesus. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I'm also from the school of like, if you can take her, then she's not mine. Same. If somebody can take me, then
but that's like, that nigga with the dipping down.
Like, don't let them take me, girl. But nobody really can take me anyway. But
I gotta use that shit later. Don't let them take me, girl.
But like if somebody can take your business,
don't let them take me is crazy.
They can take your business.
Make sure you on your job.
I feel like there's nobody
that
can take. I don't think there's nobody that can take my bitch. That's just me. And maybe I'll be delusional. I'll down that hill.
Talk your shit, Lionel. Talk your shit.
That's the bottom line. I would like to see it actually. But that'd be the thing. I'm like, go on that trip. I would love to see some shit like that happen. I'll be totally gagged because that's not my foreseeable future. That don't exist nowhere in the realm. Like, so I just know it would be like
the same way. I think I felt the same way in my previous relationship. That's why I felt so like I wasn't concerned about hoes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, these bitches can't hold a candle to me, so I don't really give a fuck.
Shit then.
Honestly. And I know regardless, like, yeah, you gonna look at these hoes and be like, I got me a Mo at home. Like, I don't even need that. Yeah, exactly. Period.
And then if so, then I'll just be I'll be happy to get the fuck ASAP. I'll be ready.
Okay.
Like turns out that's let me get out the way. Like let me down in between y'all. Y'all have a fucking ball, and I'm gonna I'll go that way. No problem.
Right. I'm gonna go have some fun too. Fuck we talking about.
But like but that's reality. It's not like trying to control a thing or hold on to a thing that really like might not. You can't in those situations if they gonna be on that, they on that for sure.
But but
So
but 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 oh, first of all, Tierra's a hater. Let me just say this: Tierra's a full hater. Tierra's a goddamn hater. I didn't know you was a hater, Tierra.
Roy got the install.
the way the
Hey,
hair game is going right now, you never know.
you know what's
Right.
Pull it. Let
crazy?
me see you pull it. Pull
A
it.
young nigga at the gym, he was like, "Hey, nigga," he was like, "For a fact, you be coloring your shit, right?" I was like, "No, I don't color my shit." Nigga, he was like, 100% you color your shit. I was like, "Dude, I don't." I like, nigga, I got gray in my mustache and in my beard. I was like, I don't color that. Like, I don't like for whatever
Okay, you
reason.
got
Like,
gray up here though. Because if you got
I
gray
don't
in
got
your
no
hair,
gray
you
in my
gotta have
hair
gray
though.
hair.
Yeah, I don't got no
Yeah.
like my hair for whatever reason doesn't grow gray. Like my mustache, I got some gray. I got a little bit of specks of gray in my beard,
See,
but
that
like
might
my
be colored
hair,
then.
yeah, my hair don't grow. I don't got no
Color me
stress, I
black.
guess. So my hair don't grow gray. Yeah, because I can
No
give a fuck.
way. That's crazy. How
That
your
newborn
mustache
hair.
and beard, but your hair down?
Well, I got a little gray up in there, you know, little specks of gray, but I ain't fuck some stress. Yeah,
Fuck some
No,
I ain't
stress.
tripping.
it ain't stress. It's that you got that newborn hair from that transplant.
Oh my god.
That's why you got fresh
Oh, you
That
hair.
is
know,
so
hey,
true,
man.
Torian Clark. Right, that hair up there is only how much? 6 months?
Right. It's only like 2 years old, Roy. Like
It's
it
new
ain't
hair.
like 48 like
Y'all
your
ain't,
beard.
It's definitely post
y'all ain't
COVID.
shit. Y'all ain't shit. I probably listen. You know, I would tell y'all if I was putting. I don't put nothing in my hair. You know what I'm saying? I would if I wouldn't if I had. I wouldn't put nothing in that motherfucker. Fuck it. It is what it is. Yeah.
I don't
You know
even
what
get lineups no more. Tamara was saying book a haircut. And I'm like, I don't want to put no razors to my head. Actually, I'm a natural guy.
I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but let's before we get up out of here tonight. So final kind of like round table thing. So everybody's cool. Like, is there a place that your partner would go that you might raise an eyebrow? Thailand, right? LT said Brazil. Is there a place that you might say, hold on now, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, you did? What if your lady Lionel tell you, you know, I don't know, where's a place where
If my nigga trying to go to Brazil, no, fuck that. Like, nigga, why you trying to go to Brazil?
I feel like for everything, I would just be wanting to go. I'd be like,
Like, no, you not going to Brazil without me. Yeah, we going together.
no, like I feel like that would just be my mood. I would literally probably have to be.
LT said, but like Vegas is just cool though. Like, you know, it's just Vegas.
Vegas, go by your damn self. I mean, anywhere, for me, it's anywhere out the country that I want to go to. Like, no, we ain't nah.
Okay,
If we already went together, then that's one thing. But if I ain't been,
let me say this, Torian. There was a trip that I declined to go on with my homeboys because I said, yo, me and my wife haven't been there yet. And before I go there with y'all, I would like to experience that with my wife first. You know what I'm saying? Before I go out of the country over there with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I didn't want to go. It was just that, like, yo, no disrespect, those are my guys, but I would love to experience that with my wife first. You know what I'm saying? And like now, the second time I'm going with my dudes, you know, so we can kick it, have a good time. But you know that for me, you know, I don't know if she would have felt the same way, right? But for me, like I was like, yo, I want to experience because there's certain stuff I want to do with I want to experience with my wife first. Now, if we spin the block with a friend group or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Then like that's cool, but like, you know, if it's something that I really want to check off, right?
Yeah.
Do with my wife first.
No, that's totally fair.
You know what I mean?
No, that is.
So Brazil is like a deal breaker for you, Tori. If you hear Brazil, Torian knows some big booty Brazilian girls out there with the long hair.
We live in Houston, Texas. That's
I hear how all them Brazilians is, and I mean all these like gay dudes be going to Brazil and they be like fucking on these niggas. So I'm just like, hold on now, like nah.
hold on, time out. So
gay you trying to go too. You're like, we both gotta go fuck them.
No, for real. Like, anybody doing a fucking, we both doing a fucking. Like, you're not gonna be fucking when
that is crazy.
Hold on. So what's this? I'm not familiar with this game. So gay men go to Brazil and have sex with the Brazilian women?
No, Brazilian men.
Oh shit, my bad. Okay, shit. Okay.
They have it. I mean, well, whoever they just have it set because them
What
niggas.
you mean, whoever, nigga? We need to specify.
Them niggas be freaky, and I mean they be at them damn yeah. No,
Okay.
I ain't trying to expose them too much, but yeah, like yeah.
Oh, Torian got the information. Okay, there you go. We
They
talking about
niggas be fucking.
I really want to know.
All them damn OnlyFans and shit be from them
She a
Brazilian.
fan. She a fan.
Now Brazil going up.
Look. I'm with LT. LT said, Lino said Houston, Brazil, Texas.
Sure.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in Houston, me and my wife were just in Houston for some family things that we had going on. And
That's crazy. You never hit us up.
well, because like I'll tell y'all blind.
But you knew you would go bail on us as always.
No. I just didn't have it was some family emergency type stuff. So I'll put it that, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like I wasn't down there just for like a vacation, right? So, but at the hotel we was at, as soon as we got to the hotel, you know, we there for the weekend of the Beyonce concert. We get on the damn elevator.
So
yeah,
last weekend you was here.
Yeah, we get on the damn elevator. Soon as we get on there, is two chicks with Cowboys hats, and all they got is legs showing with some little bitty ass skirts. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. I don't need this. I don't need this on me right now. I'm trying to get to my room.
You ain't shit.
I went to the show by myself on Saturday. Samara's just not feeling it. And I went and I FaceTimed her as I was walking into the stand. Like, Samara, look at all this ass right here. I was like,
yeah, it was like going on.
Like, look at this ass. Look at ass right here. It was just ass. I mean, but this is Houston, Texas.
It is.
Like, come on. I don't know what y'all think. I mean, if you're gonna be tempted anywhere, you could easily be tempted in Houston. This is the land of the asses and land of pretty much anything you could ask for.
Yeah, man. All right, let's get up out of here. Anybody got anything else before we get up out of here for tonight, man? We didn't talked about. Oh, hold on. Let me play this real quick for y'all. Let me play some ratchet shit for y'all. We ain't heard no ratchet shit in a minute. Let's get up out of here on some ratchet shit because
I think we got pretty ratchet tonight.
Oh no. Let's get real ratchet. Let's get ratchet. Let's get real ratchet, Lionel. You was playing with the ratchetness. We finna get real ratchet right now.
I'm almost 30, so I'm evolving. I'm not even ratchet no more, y'all.
Well, let's go.
I'm so tired of taking D plan B. This nigga won't stop nothing in me. Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I drive him crazy.
Big day for a big motherfucking reason, nigga. Hey, I know my pussy a trap. He can't hit from the back.
There you go, see? Niggas out here taking these plan Bs. She tired of taking these plan Bs. God damn it.
All right, where's some fucking protections?
This nigga won't stop nothing in her. Stop taking these plan Bs.
Please, boy. Why did you even bring that into my room?
Because we did a whole story about old girl. That was the chick that got stuck in the damn. What she got? What was it? A Uber or a Lyft?
It's denied.
No, she got denied. This is stuck.
Stuck, denied, whatever. Let's go, Joe. Let's go.
He gon' try to keep it in, but I don't play like that. Where the fuck is the money? I wanna fuck in the bank. He tryna trap a boss, bitch. He want a baby with dank. Nigga, get the fuck out of my face. You ain't no hitter, can't shoot in my club. All of your niggas be showing me love. I know I'm pretty, let's keep it a bud. Hit it tomorrow.
Hey, there we go. God damn it. Y'all taking them plan Bs and trying to hit it. There we go. See?
No, and there's no way she could even get pregnant. Like,
whoa, hold on. Well, that's crazy.
But like for one, once you start, like, because your body only produces a period, you're only ovulating when your body is in certain weight thresholds. Like if you weigh too less, that's why like girls who are anorexic, they won't get their period. And that happens when you gain hella weight like that too. So it's like you wouldn't have a baby because your body wouldn't even be able to sustain a pregnancy. Like it wouldn't be able.
Like, that would take both of y'all out potentially.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be able to happen. I'm like,
said you too fat. There you go.
It's called amenorrhea when you stop having a period because your weight is off.
Let's talk to it in.
Hit it today, nigga. You really go nut on my what? Nut on my face, maybe nut on my butt. Nigga been mad, he ain't hitting the
Whoa, nut on my. Whoa, hold on. Let's bring it back. Whoa.
That probably should be.
Roy,
nut on my what? Nut on my face, maybe nut on my butt. Nigga been mad, he ain't hitting the mud. I'm in the club with no panties on. I wanna take your man home. I wanna hit it for weeks. Hit it today, better have a plan B. What a mistake to work the baby. I'm that bitch, don't play them games. They so good, but you better pull out. Do it on the bed, nigga, nut in my mouth.
Whoa, she talking to. Whoa, she should be on Diddy trial. She going in.
Nigga, no, she shouldn't. That's just she freaks. It ain't just the trial freak, nigga. It's the niggas who take the freak offs too far.
Well, according to the jury, he didn't take it too far. Shout out to the jury.
For you to be having your cycle. So yeah, if you dip below a certain weight.
Yeah, she's so tired of taking them Plan B.
Yeah, it's right. Because my sister did have to lose some weight before she got a baby. So
hold on, what happened? Oh, okay. I don't want to get into your.
I was saying she was right because my sister was told to like lose some weight before she tried to have.
Oh, did she go to that doctor down in Houston? Because that nigga rude.
No.
Oh, okay. That nigga rude as fuck. All right, let's get up out of here, man. We'll end with this for tonight. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. We had a good time tonight, per usual. You did. We was in here 5 deep, man. Shout out to the crew. You understand me? Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. If you listen in the audio form, we definitely appreciate it. Wherever it is that you find your podcast, we are there, man. No strings attached. We've been doing this for a minute now. We into the second part of 2025. Like Lionel said earlier, man. 2025.
Mama.
Whoa.
2025 ain't playing with us. It's running by quick as hell. We're going to get up out of here on this.
Mr. Brown, are you pleased with the outcome?
Absolutely. I think the American justice system is the greatest in the world. Proud to be an American. I'm honored.